Well, this podcast is amazing.
Thank you, man. It's going very well, right? You
Yeah,
got two people with 4 eyes, and then you got me with 8 eyes.
nice.
It's just working out. We see
Yeah, I'm
so
trying to
much.
figure out why, but
Oh, it's fine. You don't need to ask so many questions. Don't worry about
okay.
it.
What's that? Physical
uh,
prop comedy?
what? No, nothing. So, Rick,
Yes.
obviously your
How are you?
personality on stage is much different than in interviews.
Is it?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, I guess I'm talking less now, but yeah, I'm waiting for your questions. Yeah,
That's
yeah. I
very
mean,
true.
this is a bit closer to my baseline, I guess. Yeah.
Well,
I don't think this is what the audience is used to, right?
Well, I mean, the Kill Tony audience. I would say that the audiences that watch me do longer sets and have been seeing me for longer are more accustomed to who I am on stage. It's a little closer. On Kill Tony, I'm cranking up the level to 1,000. Yeah.
yeah.
That
Wow,
makes
that must
sense.
take a lot of effort.
Yeah, it is. It is an intense minute. Yeah, I'd say that.
All right. Well, thank you so much for coming on the show, Ric Diez from Kill Tony, Golden Ticket winner, also comedian.
Yep.
You've lived everywhere, many different places. You've done many different things.
Yeah.
And here you are right now. You're in Brussels. Thanks for joining us. Our first guest from Belgium. Wow. What am I going to say? I mean, you're the first guest I've ever met who looks both like this guy and this guy. You look
Yeah, I
like
know.
Millhouse and Burns at the same time. How is that
Yes.
possible?
I don't know. How do you know it's not the same person at different stages in time?
That's a good conspiracy theory right there.
The Simpsons predicted your existence. That's for sure.
Yes. Well, I've been watching The Simpsons for a long time, so I'm a huge fan.
Yeah.
Maybe I grew to try to imitate it without noticing.
Did you ever play the little video game on the PS2? The Simpsons
No.
game?
Oh, did I?
Simpsons arcade games.
Oh man, that's so much
I
fun.
did play some Simpsons video games back in the day. No, but I didn't have a PlayStation, but I played it on something. Yeah.
Do you remember what this something is?
I don't know, on PC for sure, yeah. PC or I don't know. PC, it must have been PC.
All right. Well, Rick, I mean,
Yep.
you're close to your fight. You have a big fight coming New Year's Eve. The whole world's watching.
It's okay. Hans has a big fight. I have another day at the office.
Oh!
How does it feel to be so close to it?
It feels fine. I don't feel much closer now than I did back in September or October. I just keep writing and doing my shows and working. So I'm in a routine until I travel there.
What's your workout regimen?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I go to the gym 3 times a week and tennis once a week. So exercising 4 times a week and trying to perform almost every day. So that's pretty much it.
So do you imagine Hans kept being the ball as you're playing tennis?
No need.
No need.
I'm focusing on what I need to do, not on what he's not gonna be able to do.
I like that. Not bad.
I'm talking a little shit, but that's because I've been hearing that he's been trashing me everywhere he's been performing at.
He has been.
Definitely, he has been.
Which I can't do because he's irrelevant in Europe. So.
Rick, how would you respond? I mean, he literally said, if you want to watch comedy from a narcissistic European parasite making the same self-deprecating joke over and again, it's on his YouTube channel.
I agree. If you want to watch that act and you love it, then here I am. People say I have a shtick, and I agree. And I have an audience for that shtick, and I'm going to stick to what I love to do.
For sure.
Yeah.
It's got to,
I'm sorry if his comedy doesn't have a specific brand or identity.
Oh. Damn.
It's fine.
It's going to the source of him.
Oh, dude, I can do this all day.
I mean, it sounds like you're prepared. So
I mean, I'm gonna be as prepared as I can be. The guy's a really good joke writer. He has more experience than me. He's got more experience on big shows than me.
Yeah.
He's gonna be way more comfortable than I'm gonna be. But I'll just do my best and try to represent myself well, bring good jokes, and then the crowd will decide. And no matter what they decide, I don't care.
And in this
Yeah.
upcoming battle,
Yes.
what do you think is your advantage?
I have much less to lose than him.
Ooh, yeah, it's a fair point. It's a fair point.
Guy with nothing to lose.
He has a
Scary.
consistent week to lose. Yeah.
What can I lose? Something I don't really have or can't really use versus his daily versus his weekly job.
Damn, this is why he hates you. This is why he was so angry on stage when you just like constantly pulled him, like
I don't think it comes down to just that. I think I'm assuming you know, he's been having a few challenges in the last few months. He has been. I'm assuming because of his tour schedule and how busy he's been and how successful he's been less able to write new good minutes than he used to in the past.
Mm-hmm.
So he must feel like maybe I do write jokes. Let's say I'm not gonna say I'm better, but I clearly write understandable jokes more or better than some of his last few challengers that are more storyline based or have less experience or are more character based rather than writing based. So he must think I'm I'm an actual threat, which I believe I am. According to Tony, he was saying in one of the episodes, I re-listened to it, he was saying that he was giving the thing to Hans by odds of -100, and -100 is pretty much even odds. I'm sorry. So that's Tony's opinion on the record. I don't know what he actually thinks, but that's what he said.
Yeah, for sure. That's what he said publicly. I mean, right now, it is the talk of the town, you know, on the previous podcast with many comics. Even David Lucas mentioned your name, but he said Hans Kim all the way, fuck Ric Diez.
Yeah, well, I mean, they can say whatever they want. You know, at the end of the day, I am an outsider. I have less experience. They are a family. They're a tight family of people that know each other. They've been touring together. They've bonded together. They're friends, and it's fine. I completely accept that. I wouldn't even want to go against that. I think that's beautiful, and I think that these guys are supporting each other. I think that's great. I just think I could take all of them, but that's me being an arrogant European who's completely in denial and whatever. There's a absolutely statistical, very significant chance I'll lose, since I consider myself the underdog in this. Mm-hmm. I'm just having fun, and I think I know Hans is not having fun because for him it's his job, but for me it is fun, and it is my comedy career. But I'm less attached to failure than he is, maybe. I don't know.
And you talk about how they are such a close-knit group and you're the outsider. How does it play and factor into your jokes as well, coming from like a European background, going to an American audience, using obviously there's a different vibe to it, and they have a different culture around comedy than the Europeans?
I don't agree. I think that comedians that write topical jokes will run into cultural problems, but I don't write topical jokes.
Mm-hmm. Fair.
Otherwise, I wouldn't have had that success on Kill Tony.
Right. That's true.
I've been debunked. I accept.
Sorry, Rick. We don't
no, but I mean,
coming out. Yeah, exactly. I feel like
it's not like, I mean, I don't want to. I'm not bragging. I think I did very good on Kill Tony, and I think I had an American public at those shows, so my jokes were working for that crowd. Mm-hmm. I think Americans are on the forefront of comedic expression. And I think also there's a huge culture of, alternative culture and nihilistic culture and metal culture in America. And I think it fits pretty much into what I do.
All right. I'll accept that. Yes. Yeah. I mean, that's fair. And does the character just like amplify it, or with the same jokes work and without the character?
If the joke is strong, they're never without the character.
Right.
I can crank the volume up and down, but it's still the same person.
Mm-hmm. No, you try it, Saeed. You try talking about how sad you are, doing the one-liner.
I think that
I mean,
I don't know.
there's a tone, there's a voice, there's a timing.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
I think the sadness has evaporated.
Mm-hmm.
You don't
I'm,
look
I've tried. I've really convinced myself I'm a bit too positive these days, so it's kind of hard to
good
go
for
back
you,
into
man.
that. Yeah, yeah,
Therapy's
yeah.
working.
Yes, I'm
Yeah, it
working
seems
on
like
my
it's working.
positivity because sometimes being self-deprecating. Well, I know I'm still self-deprecating. I can still say shit about myself,
Yeah.
but now I don't allow anyone else to say it. I just say it about myself before anyone else says it.
Good.
Yeah. How
Now
many
it's harder
glasses
to
are you
believe me.
wearing, Said? How many
Sorry?
glasses are you wearing? How many
I'm
glasses
wearing.
are you wearing?
I'm wearing 15, bro. It doesn't
You
matter.
walk
Why do you
around
care?
like that?
Yes, I walk around like that. I have 8 eyes. Why do you care? I see the future and you don't. You're still stuck in the
Dude,
past.
This is
You know,
a
you're still
podcast,
stuck on
dude.
4 eyes. I'm stuck. I'm going forward. This is not even 8 eyes. This is 16 because it's 4x4. There you
Yeah.
It's,
go. The math
I don't
doesn't
even
add
have
up, but
a.
who cares?
Yeah. And nothing adds up over here. I can't even roast it. It's just I just straight insult you at this point. I'm
roastable, bro. I am such a nice person that if you roast me, you're just being an asshole. That's it. There you go. But no, please actually do roast me. I'd like to
Are
see
you
it.
are you wearing a sweater or is that
No,
just
this
your
is
chest hair?
This is just
I thought you were wearing a sweater, dude.
this
the
is what
whole
my parents
time.
gave me, bro, on birth. This came out
That's,
of the womb just like that.
I don't know. In my place, I keep the rug on the floor. So
That's me, bro. I'm that rug. Just don't forget to vacuum me every couple of days.
I have a robot
Yeah.
vacuum for that. Yeah. Rick,
Oh my God. Yes, sir.
do you think about moments of your life now that you're coming up to this big moment in your comedy career? Do you like reflect on all the comedic moments?
I mean, is it a big moment in my career?
I would say so, right? I mean,
I
this
don't know.
is the biggest stage, you know what I mean?
It's gonna be a big
An
stage.
arena.
But yeah.
Have
Well,
you
I
been
mean,
in
I'm
an
excited
arena?
to be in an arena. I'm excited
How
to
many
do
people do
Kiltony
that?
again.
For
I
sure.
don't know I think the capacity is 8,000, but I don't know how it's gonna be organized or structured.
Wow.
So I don't know the exact capacity. But no, it's like I said, it's gonna be another day at the office destroying Hans Kim. The pressure's
yeah.
on him. I'm just gonna go there and enjoy myself and do my set.
Rick, do you feel like
Yes.
you're going to war?
No.
No.
No, I've been in countries that have suffered major political problems and natural causes and poverty and like real problems. I've been in some delicate places and going
seen
to
the
an
truth.
arena on New Year's Eve in Austin in a trendy place with a lot of trendy people eating good food and having fun with people and just saying jokes doesn't feel like going to war. It feels like going to a nice, fun adventure for which, of course, I feel pressure and I want to do well, but it's not like going to war. I'm not afraid of dying.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's the way to live, bro.
I mean, there's people in Ukraine that are at war right now. I don't think like going to say jokes in an arena is anything. Yeah.
So how long have you worked for the UN?
I have never worked for the UN.
Okay, that was. I don't know why I thought you worked for the UN, bro. I don't know why.
You got your initials wrong. I have worked with the UN for. With the UN for at least 15 years minimum. But I work for the European Union, not for the United Nations.
I mean, fuck the UN anyway.
No, don't fuck them. They're great implementing partners for us. We need them. Sorry.
For me, I have my personal opinions about the UN. When it comes to political situations, I completely disagree with how they work. With their charitable programs, I understand how that works. It's their works are their programs have been very good.
Like any entity of that magnitude, which is composed of a bunch of sub-entities that compose the UN family, there's good people, bad people, incompetent people, very motivated and very competent people, and it's just a huge bureaucracy at the end of the day.
That's true, but also at the same time, how can you be the world democracy with five leading countries and one of them can veto any policy that anything else is presented? You know, like at any point, if everyone is in agreement, one of the five leading nations can just say no by power of
Are you
veto.
talking about the UN or NATO?
No, the UN.
The UN.
So
The UN
Security
is only
Council.
5 countries?
No, I'm saying whenever there's like a
Yeah,
general
but the
vote.
Security Council is one thing. The UN is a much bigger thing than the Security Council.
That's why I was talking specifically about the political side.
Yeah, but I'm not going to talk about politics.
Okay.
Well,
we won't go
You
there.
know I want to keep my job, right? Yeah.
Thank
Is it
God
fair?
for Mr. Beast.
I
right,
was just sharing my opinion. That's
No,
we
your
don't have
opinion
to.
is fair. Your opinion is fair as any citizen of a country, a member of the UN. I encourage you to consult your leadership and encourage them to promote positive change within the institutions that should work for you.
Yes, we've seen where those positive changes go.
Man, you can wear 16 pairs of glasses and no T-shirt. I think you're doing pretty good. I think democracy is unfortunately working against all of us, given that you're allowed to dress like that.
Yeah. North Korea, you can only get one haircut, one outfit, you know?
I feel like a dress code at this point should be mandatory for all podcasts.
What would it be? What's the dress code for podcast?
Cover your chest hair to begin with. Could you just do that? How can you afford a jacket but not a shirt? I don't get it. Sorry.
It's not in the budget.
Yeah, sure. That's what you get with corruption, man.
Exactly. We've had budget cuts. We've had budget cuts.
Well, what do you think about the world? Are you optimistic about the world, or are you also nihilistic about the world and the environment and people and society?
My opinion is irrelevant to the success of the world or its failure.
Well, okay. I'm just on a podcast. I'm trying to your personal thoughts are.
Oh no, I believe we can. I believe the world today is the way it's always been. I think human nature is evolving incredibly slowly, but it is part of human nature to believe it's evolving very fast. So I don't think drama today is very different from drama 10 years ago or 20 years ago.
Right.
We just there are people focused on solutions at any point in time, and people focused on the warmongering and being pieces of shit at every point in time.
Totally fair. That's Ric Diez. What about quantum mechanics? What do you have to tell us about physics? Have you gone to visit CERN?
Nope, I have not gone to visit CERN. It would actually pretty scare me. But I'm all about. I'm not a physicist. The little bit that I can watch on YouTube about quantum physics fascinates me. I love reading about black holes. I was reading that how apparently black holes do emit matter, and maybe that matter contains a memory of everything that's gone through the black hole. And if we could harness those particles of energy surrounding the event horizon of a black hole, you could reconstitute everything that's gone through. And maybe if we could just find that black hole and have work on that matter, we could figure out where Hans Kim's humor has gone.
I think we should connect them to Dr. Amin.
You love it, huh? Black holes, roasting Hans Kim.
I haven't even started. Hans Kim says he's saving up. I'm saving up too.
That's fair. No, I'm 100%.
Yeah.
No wonder he didn't mention you this time. But I want to ask you about your pets and such. My cat loves you, but do you have any pets?
Nope, not at the moment. No, I was living abroad, and I thought it was difficult to keep pets, thinking that I would have to move and put them in quarantine and all that. But who knows what the future holds? I love pets. I love cats. I love dogs.
Birds?
I wanted to get a dog, but now again, same thing. I have to travel to the US. I have to I don't know. I don't want to keep a dog in an apartment while I'm at work or while I'm traveling and hand them over to friends and stuff. I feel they're great to have if you have a pretty set life, but not if you're traveling around too much.
Fair.
Yeah.
That's good. You're a traveling man. You're living the nomad life. Would you say a
Not that,
vagabonder?
not that much. I mean, I don't. I mean, I'm based in Brussels. I just travel at night for shows. Like, I have a show tonight. I'm in a different town,
Mm-hmm.
but that's it. Yeah.
That's incredible. What's it like to travel around so much now that you're doing so much stand up?
I mean, I'm discovering a lot of towns that I would have never gone to otherwise,
Mm-hmm.
and that's pretty nice. Like, people are pretty nice everywhere I go. Towns are much nicer than I thought they would be everywhere I go. Every time I go to a place, I'm like, oh, this is gonna be a shithole, and then I get there, I'm like, it's actually nice. It's not that bad. They
Mm-hmm.
just lack food, but besides, like, equally restrooms. But like, most places are pretty and stuff. There's nice people. There's people with the same problems as anywhere else.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Sorry for being so boring at this moment, but yeah, I don't know, I like it. I enjoy it. I enjoy traveling for comedy.
No, for sure. I mean, it's definitely
Yeah,
one of
no,
the big perks of comedy that you get to see the world and meet so many people, and
that's
Yeah,
true.
yeah,
No, I
what
don't
better
think
way
you're
to do
boring,
it?
man. I just think you're humble.
yeah,
You've seen quite a lot. You understand how life works. Most people are just kind of looking for, you know, this sort of like dramatic effect in their lives because they're just resorting to like emotional reactions all the time.
I mean, I
You're
did go
more
to
looking for
Austin
authenticity.
to. Am I? Yeah, I am. But I also traveled to Austin during my holidays on a full-on adventure, trying to see if something would happen. And I was lucky enough that it happened. But I'm also seeking something different to happen in my life, and I think it's fair for everyone. I wish everybody had the means to pursue their dreams or to give it a shot.
So, what is your dream then?
See the end of days.
It's coming.
It's like, so, wait, did you say the end of?
I'm
Wait, did you
fine.
say
Year's
I'm
the end
fine.
Eve.
of
I don't have.
days?
Sorry.
Did you say the end of days or the end of Kim? Wait,
No,
which one
to
was it?
to to witness the end of days.
Oh, okay, okay. Okay. I was thinking more of like still on the Hans Kim track. That's fine.
Nah, I don't have dreams about Hans Kim. What are you talking about? I don't care.
I have
I
just
hope he's
facts.
doing well wherever he is, and I hope every joke he's writing sucks, so that I can
Mhm. That's
easily
friendly
defeat him.
competition.
I doubt it. I'm sure he's writing good shit that he's not saying
Mhm.
on Kill Tony every week. But
Yeah.
yeah,
He's saving it.
he's saving it, and they're letting him save it, so that's good for him.
Rick,
Yeah.
in your travels to Thailand, did you ever learn Muay Thai or pick it up or go to any of those fights?
I didn't learn it. I didn't try to pick it up one bit. I'm a fragile human being. I met Muay Thai fighters. I never went to see fights. I had plenty of occasions to go see them, but then generally had comedy that night, or
Mm.
the city is quite big, so sometimes it's like going from one side to the other can take a couple of hours just due to
Yeah.
traffic. And I was just like, I can't. It's not. I don't care enough to go.
Hmm.
So you're also a big fan of the UFC.
Yeah,
Who's your
huge.
who do you mainly support?
I mean, I don't see supporting the UFC as supporting like a home team. It's not like my 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 happiness is not related. It's not linked to the.
Let me rephrase the question then.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There
Which
are
fighter
fighters I love. Yeah,
which
there are
fighter
fighters
do
I
you
really love.
enjoy watching?
I love Max Holloway.
Yeah.
I
Is
think Max Holloway is a beast. I love the prime Tony Ferguson.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Before he started seeing
Uh,
aliens.
no, I think he always saw aliens. I just think people not pay more attention now because he's aging out a little bit, unfortunately, and even though he's doing amazing for his age, it's just that fraction of a second less is making him lose big fights.
Of
But I
course, yeah.
respect him a lot. Yeah, I respect
Mhm.
hard workers and
For
spectacular
sure.
fighters.
Putting
Nate
yourself
Nate
out there.
Diaz, Nate Diaz
Mhm.
since Ultimate Fighters days.
Your cousin, Nate Diaz.
Yeah, my cousin. I
Nick
wish.
Diaz.
No, it's fine. No, I like people that come in to fight and who are putting on a bit of a show and being entertaining. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. For sure. What about? Did you ever watch the WWE growing up?
Yeah,
What do you think
I
about
watched
that?
it. I mean, I watched mostly WWF before it became WWE.
Oh, I see.
Oh, the good old days.
Yeah, good old days.
Raw.
More blood.
Yeah, well, I don't know, like, Snake the Jake the Snake, sorry, Jake the Snake, and Hulk Hogan, and early Macho Man, and
Stone Cold
Bret
Steve
the
Austin.
Hitman Hart, and no, Stone Cold was after.
Stone Cold was after, yeah.
So yeah, a bit after, the beginnings of the Undertaker and things like that. It was fun, yeah. Oh, my favorite all time is the Ultimate Warrior.
Oh my god, that guy's insane, man.
Yeah, exactly. So what's not to love, dude? From a spectator point of view, I think from a business point of view, he was really hard to deal with. But from a spectator point of view, he was amazing.
I think a lot of people from the WWF were hard to deal with just because of the scale and of like the sheer scale of the whole entertainment process and the tools they were using and all the props. Plus, obviously, there's like the injuries they had to deal with.
If I get it right, is that was it Hacksaw Jim Duggan that was just walking on stage with a 2x4? This is my symbol of I'm the guy with the piece of wood.
Yeah,
that was pretty low budget.
That's prop comedy.
That's amazing. Yeah.
Incredible.
Yeah, I wish I could battle hands in a cage, like for a ladder match. Amazing.
Why don't you use that as a prop then? I mean, don't obviously punch each other. Just like put a cage, maybe a small cage. Oh yeah, bring a 2x4 with you. Use it's part of your character and like.
Nah, my toolkit is I hope a bunch of good jokes, and that's it.
So like a little Bob the Builder set or something.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Building to a sustainable future, using sustainable projects and stuff.
I wish we could do that. Yeah.
What kind of sustainable projects are you currently working on?
None whatsoever. No, I used to work on a lot of them, but right now I'm not working on sustainability.
Do you know about what's it called? Cobalt. Nanoparticles being used to like infused in platinum to convert chemical energy into electrical energy. I don't know if you've read about that article. It came out recently.
Oh, I haven't, but educate me, please.
It's an interesting one. I was checking it out today, and because platinum is such a rare element to use, so cobalt nanoparticles would kind of keep it sustainable so that they can use it for many times, and mainly because platinum is very good in the oxygen reduction part, where you're changing like oxygen molecules into water molecules so that they can convert it into electrical power because they're used in the fuel cells.
I just feel like I'm doing a comedy set right now and I'm having an interaction, and I asked a guy, what do you do for a living? And he went on a rant for 5 minutes that nobody cares about. So, Jesus Christ. Okay. Did you get laid knowing that? I hope it made you rich and it got you laid. Jesus Christ. No, I mean, I actually love reading about that stuff, but you really failed to provide a point about any of this.
I was just sharing knowledge, man.
Okay, thank you so much. I regret
that's not even my job. I don't even work in sustainability.
What do you work on?
Oh, let's not ask those questions, man.
Plants.
I'm basically plants. Let's say that.
Okay, let's say that.
Wait, now it sounds suspicious.
Yeah,
that's a bit suspicious. You mean like gardening, right?
Horticulture, yes, horticulture, of course.
Is this like agriculture? What's the hort part of it?
It's growing plants, bro. Get educated.
Isn't that agriculture?
No, agriculture is different. Agriculture is basically the growth of fruits and veg to feed people. Horticulture is more of like just plants, so it can involve basically plants that you use first. You can just give to your wife or your partner, or plants that could be poisonous and venomous, plants that can provide different health remedies, that kind of stuff. I could be wrong, but I think that's what
you start. I got a little bit of a boner and then I lost it.
You don't like the poison part? Come on, man.
No,
we told you a snake in the beginning. I mean, you should be interested in horticulture.
No, it's great. It's great. Congratulations, man. You have a job.
I can.
You're doing better than Hans Kim already.
Yeah.
No, but I do work with farmers and
Yeah.
local producers,
Good.
basically.
Congratulations, man.
So,
Congratulations.
thank you, man. It's an achievement of great proportions.
Yeah, coming from Lebanon, going through a lot, moving to the UK, and now feeding people.
I feed people.
How incredible. That's good. Good for the world. Man,
fuck the world.
Rick?
But anyway.
Yeah.
What
else do you guys have for me?
Yes, exactly.
He's just going through the questions, man. He's like, let's go, next. Come on, andale, olo.
I do have everything written down right here.
Spanish people don't say andale.
Vámonos.
Say instead. Sorry, I'm just. Wait, are you? Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Vamos.
Vamos.
Vámonos.
Let's go.
Yeah,
Sorry, too many Spanish-speaking cultures that I've encountered, so I get them mixed up.
I just love messing with people that confuse them and make them feel racist for a minute.
Oh, I am racist. You don't have to tell me.
Oh no.
I mean, I would have guessed, but
The thing, look, man. Rick, I know you're racist. Ali's probably racist. Everyone is racist. Subconsciously, we are all taught to be racist. It is actually a survival instinct. I don't know if you knew that.
I would disagree with that.
Yeah, I'm going to have to not be able to agree with any of this.
Yes, I know. You want to keep your job, yes. Of course.
No, we're all the same.
I received so many messages of people telling me like, yeah, just destroy that Chinese guy, destroy that C-word guy. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, he's Korean American. he's not even, he's born in America. Like, what are you guys talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting.
People turned it into a race war.
Oh, yeah, they've tried.
What's wrong with people? What's wrong with people, man?
Yeah. I don't know. They're frustrated in it's an election year, right? So I'm guessing they're trying to project their frustrations onto a completely inconsequential battle between two very average comedians that only a few people know. Great. Yeah.
You know, Rick, there was a poll on Reddit on what would be the best way for you and Hans to fight other than stand-up comedy. I don't know if you saw
on which subreddit is that poll?
Kill Tony.
Is it on the Kill Tony? I didn't see that. So what's the result?
The result was the one that won the most was like a dance battle. There's a dance battle, there's the singing battle, there's modeling and such. Yeah. But the
I don't know Hans that well, but I feel like we would both do terrible at any of those. I for sure would. I think I would lose a dance battle if I was battling alone.
Mm-hmm.
Fair point. Yeah.
If there was another way to fight Hans,
and if it was a singing battle, I'm sure his Korean genes would overpower anything. I'm sure he somehow sings amazing.
I bet.
Yeah.
So what would it be? What's another way you would beat Hans?
Like maybe there's no way I can beat Hans.
Other than comedy. There's no way. Other than comedy. No. That's it.
Just being a better person. Yeah. No. He thinks I'm a terrible person, so I'm sure he disagrees with that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, I think he has a reason. He definitely has a reason for that. Since you put him on the spot there.
I mean, he was put on the spot 1 week before by someone else. And he didn't throw a fit. So,
it's probably because he sees you as a challenge, like you said. Because
maybe he's tired of being challenged. Maybe he just wants to chill a little bit. But now he gets to do it until Christmas Eve, and then he gets to do a huge arena show where people are going to care way more about what he's going to do than if he did just a regular minute. And he most likely will win, keep his job, and he'll be fine.
What do you see as like the best outcome for yourself in this?
Do a good set. I need to do a good set.
Okay.
Everything else is irrelevant. I don't control the outcome. I don't control how they're gonna present the results to the audience before they vote. Mm-hmm. It could be done in a fair way or in an unfair way to bias the crowd. I don't control any of that. I don't even control who's going to be in the crowd. but I do know if I do good jokes and they're appreciated by a public at large, in the crowd and online, then at least I'll have said good jokes. You know, and if my crowd, the people that like what I do, like the jokes that I'll bring at New Year's Eve, then I'll have done my mission. I can't please everybody with my jokes. I don't expect to. You know, I mean, I can't do much more. Like, I can just try to be funny. That's the best possible outcome. Be funny.
Sounds
That's
like
very sincere.
Humble answer, yeah.
What about this? Is this just an exaggeration of real life? There's no fighting?
I love that illustration. It was done by this guy from Morocco. I mean, it was just beautiful. I thought he did a really good job with that. What I liked about it was the first drawing I saw, which was about us battling and not one of us destroying the other one. You know,
and you're smiling.
Which to me is more about the spirit of what battle and challenging yourself is. I'm challenging myself to beat Hans Kim more than I am challenging Hans Kim.
Hello,
so you
Ric
feel like
Diez.
Yeah.
So is there a certain lesson that you're trying to learn from it?
I mean, not overcome your fears, but face them.
And what
face your fears.
What is the fear that you want to overcome?
I already overcame it.
Was it stage fright?
It's not stage fright per se, but it was like, you know, normally a stage is a safe space where you go, you say your jokes, you come out. But to get this challenge, to get, to try to push this agenda for the battle to happen, to eventually happen at the arena, I had to push and write specifically for that. I had to express opinions and voice ideas in a way that I wasn't used to try and make sure things happen. I had to, manifest things. Yeah. Which was something I wasn't really doing before.
Wow.
Because it sounded like you had to take on a bit of an aggressive persona when we speak to you now. You're a much more calm. You're a calm person. You know, it's not.
Well, I can be an aggressive person. I can be an aggressive person when I need to. But this was on stage with the tables full of stars. I'm just a dude on holidays. You know what I mean? Just like, hey, next week you go on stage. Oh, Mark Norman, Ari Shafir, Shane Gillis. No pressure, dude. Just right? No pressure. Just say your jokes and So it was a big deal for me.
When you were a kid, did you do a lot of stand up or go on stage, or was that something that?
No. I watched comedy since I'm a kid. I watched SNL. I watched comedies of all sorts from Spain, from France. I love comedy since I'm a child. And I watched stand-up for as long as I can remember. But the idea of doing it only came in recently. Yeah.
Interesting.
Were you maybe someone who would say jokes amongst friends? Like maybe
I've never been the funny one in the group. I've always been the sarcastic one in the group, which has a component of funny. But
very British, European.
Yeah. I'm more the voice of cynicism and sarcasm. That's the guy that makes everybody laugh. Yeah.
I want to know a bit more about. So when you were a kid, what were the things you were into then? If it wasn't stand up, like what were you doing?
I don't know. Playing video games, reading comic books, being mischievous, riding my mountain bike, and trying to find porn. I mean, I don't know what else I can do. That's all. That's the basics,
These are the best ingredients of coming of age,
of childhood,
there's also a mountain bike involved and porn at the same time. Sometimes.
I mean, I will ride that mountain bike as far as I need to find that porn.
No mountain is safe with Ric on it.
Yeah.
What video games were you into then, growing up?
Fighting
games?
Yeah, Mortal Kombat.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
You
Mortal
wanna
Kombat.
eliminate Hans Kim.
Yeah.
Finish him.
Oh yeah. I hope so. I don't know. Maybe he'll finish me. Let's see. Yeah, I love the tennis games. I love racing
Hmm.
games, like Need for Speed.
Hmm.
Ooh,
Whatever. Yeah.
Need for Speed Most Wanted. It's
Oh
gotta
yeah. I'm just like that. That's yeah. That's cocaine for me. Need for Speed is
Hmm.
it's a day. I Guitar Hero. Yeah. I
heck yeah.
almost lost. I think I almost lost several fingers to Guitar Hero. It was just
Oh
very,
wow.
very obsessive. I get very obsessive on certain games, like really
Uh-huh.
obsessive.
I know Ali's a big
So
fan of Guitar Hero.
Yeah, do you play guitar? Do you actually play
no,
guitar or just
no,
guitar? Wow.
no. I
That's
just play click, 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 click. Yeah, no, it was awful. It was incredibly stressful. I ended up getting rid of the game aggressively, and I don't have. I haven't played. I stopped playing games. I stopped playing games. I will only I'll buy a PlayStation if the next Grand Theft Auto comes out.
and that's coming out soon. Yeah.
Allegedly, it's coming out
Hmm.
soon for the last time for the last 10 years. It's been coming out soon.
Yeah,
Sure, whatever.
they're
If
building
it
up the
comes
hype,
out,
man.
if it comes out, I'll buy a PlayStation for that. And until then, I have no plans.
Okay. Fair.
Yeah,
What about racing? Do you do that in real life too, or
no,
just in the games?
yeah, just in the game.
Not a fan of speed. Just in the
No,
game.
I mean
You live vicariously.
when I started driving, I like to drive fast, but now I drive pretty calmly.
Speed limit.
Yeah, just around the speed limit. I think it's fine. You get there pretty much at the same time as if you go really fast, and it's way more chill and pleasant.
Mm-hmm.
That's very true.
Also, in Europe they have automated speed traps everywhere now,
Really?
and the
Okay.
fines are insane. So what you
Robots.
want is
Speed.
cruise control, and just forget about it.
So
I see.
speed trap. What? I haven't driven in a while, so I've never driven in Europe, so I don't know what's a speed trap.
There's a bunch of machines on the highways, and they just take your thing automatically, and they send you the fine automatically. That's it. They take a
Ah,
photo of your license plate. It's all automated, and it's really expensive.
the first thing that I pictured was like a bear trap, like just
Yeah,
grab
yeah.
onto your tire.
No. It's just like a little camera on the side of the road.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
like
Yeah.
me and Ali are from Lebanon, so we don't have, you know,
Technology.
yeah,
Yeah.
Did you ever live in Lebanon?
yeah,
Oh
10
yeah, we
years.
grew up there.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's how
Okay,
we met.
okay,
Yeah, so
okay, okay. Oh wow, you know each other from there. That's interesting.
We
That's
went to
cool.
high school together, actually, in middle school. Yeah, exactly.
yeah,
Okay.
So I know him from when we were kids, and so
I almost worked in Lebanon. Like I applied for a job in Lebanon, but they hired
he
somebody
rejected
else
you.
in the end. Yeah, I was number two in
Oh,
the
damn.
selection process. Yeah,
So what was the project that you were gonna work on?
it wasn't a project. It was just an assignment, I guess. Yeah, just to work for the EU, but being based in Lebanon, I would have worked on a bunch of probably rural development and environmental projects. Yeah,
Mm.
damn, we could have so
yeah.
used that. We could have definitely used that.
I mean,
I mean,
Ah.
I have colleagues. There are colleagues doing that right now over there.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Ali, we're always in usage for that, but the thing is, I don't think our government gives too many fucks about it.
Fair.
I can't comment.
Don't worry, we'll comment for you. It's we've witnessed it for many years. We've lived it for many years. We've seen it.
It's okay. It's okay. The world's the same.
As
everywhere you
Lebanese
go.
people, you're more than welcome to comment on the Lebanese.
Oh,
I want to know what it's like doing stand-up in Europe versus doing it in the States. I mean,
That surprised me. I thought it would be very different.
uh-huh.
Pretty much, let's say on small shows, it's pretty much the same.
Mm-hmm.
In the US, they're doing longer shows
Right.
than in Europe, with less comedians here.
Okay.
But
Longer shows, you mean like many different acts, like
yeah,
five
like I
people
mean,
come on, yeah.
you know, like have in the US, you'll often have like a 3-hour show. Like
Yeah,
here,
for
most
sure.
shows are 1 hour or 90 minutes
Oh,
most.
okay, gotcha.
And I guess the pressure is slightly higher in the US for the same level of comedy, just because people understand what it would take to go and have a chance to do maybe a TV spot or a professional spot where the rules are very specific. So they're training to go to those clubs and perform under those rules. Whereas here, the opportunities are less big. So there's less pressure to learn how to perform comedy correctly, in terms of like how you enter the stage, how you respect your time, how you introduce the next comedian, how you do certain things. In the US, there are expectations that you should know how to do certain things, whereas here, it's a bit more lenient.
And which one do you prefer?
It doesn't matter. Well, you have to be able to do what you have to do. It's a job.
Right.
Yeah.
Gotcha. What about like senses of humor? Like what?
Sense of humor. Sense of humor. I would say, listen, the U.S. is such a big place that it's several countries, right? So like people say that things that work in Texas will not work in New York or whatever. So Europe is the same from one town to the other. Even inside Brussels, from one place to the other, you'll go from a really woke young crowd to an older, less woke, more conservative crowd. So that's the same everywhere. You have to be able to adapt a little bit, understand your audience, and mess up sometimes, and sometimes make the right choices.
Fair. That's very diplomatic.
Yeah.
No, but it's a fact. So it's what we have to do. Like I've been having a couple of rough sets because I was overestimating the ability of the crowd to discuss difficult topics, and they were all sensitive and just being whiny and being like, "Oh my God, he said this," and "Oh my God, he said that." And I could just hear it. And then I say the same jokes in another room and they're just dying laughing. Same joke, exact same joke. So you can't, it's not always easy, yeah.
And so which audience is sticking out to you right now, as in people that enjoy your style?
People that have gone through a bit of difficulty in their lives, yeah. If you have a bit more life experience, or if you've encountered, just more difficult sets of emotions or traumas in childhood, then maybe you'll be a bit more sensitive to what I'm doing. And if you've had a bit of a privileged childhood and you want to do some virtue signaling, then my comedy is not for you,
Fair.
So no snowflakes.
Well, yeah, exactly. No, they're afraid of laughing at my stuff because they're like, well, if I laugh and somebody next to me sees me laughing at this, what are they going to think of me for laughing at this? Like, just chill out, just laugh. I think it's hilarious. You can laugh. Like, don't worry about it.
Why are you at a comedy club also if you're not going to want to laugh at the jokes,
But so many people go watch comedy and don't really want to laugh.
Yeah.
What?
A lot of these people kind of get dragged in there because their friends do have trauma in their life, so they actually enjoy this comedy. While these privileged people, I mean, it's not like they don't like comedy. I think they just like dry comedy more, maybe, or just cleaner comedy. And it really also revolves around how they grew up, like what kind of comedy was involved in their lives, what kind of jokes their parents said, what kind of jokes their friends used to say growing up. Like for us in Lebanon, I mean, dark humor is actually really interesting for us because, I mean, like you said, we've seen our fair share of traumas, our fair share of life experiences, even from a younger age. And
there's something about being self-deprecating that hits pretty hard, in a good way on people like that.
It gives you a sense of freedom, doesn't it?
Exactly. Yes.
It's very liberating.
Yep. 100%.
Ali, do you feel about stand-up?
Ali, do you also feel liberated when you self-deprecate?
Especially because our high school we went to was a bit like more strict and then dress code and such, and you had to always we always had to be clean shaven, and we're all like young Arabs, so it's like always a mess. We're always getting kicked out of class so we can shave, and it's so annoying. But it looks like Saeed now you're really liberated.
Bro,
now you went the other way. You're like, fuck high school. I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do. No dress code. I'm like, and I might be able to go out. Do you need like scissors or like a razor or like a shaving machine? I can Amazon send you one, dude.
He needs a machete.
Man, Man, in high school, they literally would not let me and a friend of mine. I remember this. We had like weekly exams, and they would not let me go do my exam until I shaved my beard in the bathroom
What?
with like 2 blades on the fucking razor and no shaving cream. I had to use soap from the
Oh my
toilet.
God.
That's yeah. Like literally, that's the standard, and because obviously we don't come to school with shaving blade like razors. They give
Yeah.
us the big one without even the foam
Oh
on
my
top,
God.
so it's just like 2 blades.
Jesus
bloody
So
Christ.
I'd show up to my exam, halfway through, and it's like blood pouring from my neck, and it's like, oh yeah, hey guys, just another day at school. What's up?
Jeez, man. What about you, Rick? What kind of school did you go to? Was it more like strict, or was it more like progressive? I mean, I'm curious about
It
this.
was a pretty progressive mix. You could wear whatever you wanted. Private school with a bunch
Nice.
of privileged kids, and which of course, when you put a lot of privileged kids together, it's a pretty explosive mix because none of us are afraid of suffering, I guess,
None of us
But
want to
what's
suffer.
funny is like if I think back to my teachers back in the day, like our teachers were insulting us so hardcore. They were so mean to us. They didn't give a fuck, and all of these people would just get fired immediately today. They're like, "Oh, that's a microaggression." No, we were not getting microaggressions. We were getting full-on aggressions. Nobody cared, and it forged us. So that's it was difficult, but it was also I don't know. Like I feel like we all came out of that pretty like badass in some ways, like.
For sure.
But it was
thick skin.
Yeah, all thick, very thick skin. That's why it did help. It came out on Kiltony,
For sure.
Yeah.
Do you have an example of a moment of something you remember someone said or?
Dude, I had a French teacher whose specialty was handing out test results by making fun of each person individually in a very like he would fat shame fat people. He would just do racist Spanish shit to me. He knew things about our parents, so he would be like, "Your dad's unemployed. He's a loser." He would just get super personal, and then if someone cried, he would just make fun of you for you. He would just make fun of you for you crying. He'd be like, "Yes, she's crying." He'd be like, just make fun of her for 10 minutes. That was my teacher, bro. That's what we had to go. He had so many complaints. Like, oh, that's cool, man. And like he would just sadistically enjoy. And I remember one year, the thing is he would also be able to, like, you could dish it out to him and he would appreciate it. Like one year he started insulting me and I was like, I heard your daughter skipped a grade.
Whoa.
And he was like, he left me alone for a few months. It was just, it was kind of funny. But just whatever. It was hard. It was fun, but it was but I think I'm assuming every school is the same.
Yeah.
And I'm sure teenagers now, for however pampered we think they are, they have to navigate that and work around that. And I bet they're still the same little pieces of shit that I was. There's no difference. It's just a different way of communicating it, a different way of being mean or empathetic towards each other within a different social cultural environment.
That's so deep, Rick. I love that philosophy. It's like you're gonna challenge Hans, and then you're gonna get challenged, and then the cycle continues.
No, I won't get challenged.
Okay, it ends there then.
You think? You have competition.
If I win, I think it ends there.
Yeah. The cycle continues.
Who's gonna challenge me?
Heath Cortez is gonna come up and be like, "Well, Ric Diez, that guy, I want his job," and then
if he would first have to beat a regular.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Right.
I mean, you could probably get challenged by someone even bigger. I mean, maybe that's how it goes, right? You beat Hans Kim, then next step is probably David Lucas, and then after that, Tony himself.
But Lucas David Lucas hasn't won a golden ticket, right?
No.
No, but I was thinking more of like the roasting effect, like the roasting ability.
Yeah, but what would he challenge me for? What would be the stake? What would be what would we battling for?
So you're gonna go from Hans Kim directly to Tony then?
Why would I challenge Tony?
For the show.
For the show, yeah.
For the show? I challenge you for your own show that you own as a corporation. Yeah. Also, I think, honestly, Tony would probably just destroy me. He's got so much experience. There's just no way. He would just destroy me in 2 seconds.
Well, that's what's next. The cycle continues.
Yeah.
Thanks so much, Rick, for coming on the podcast.
No
really
problem.
Appreciate you. I was going to roast you to say you look like this guy, but...
I do. Look exactly like him. Yeah.
Good-looking guy.
Yeah, no problem. Post that. I repost it. I'll happily repost that.
Fuck yeah. Rick, I just have one final question before we
Sure.
get out. Do you like Korean barbecue?
I do.
Good, because you're going to be roasting Hans Kim, man.
I'm going to be devouring him.
Let's go.
I'm famished.
All right.
Fantastic.
Saeed,
No problem.
thanks, Rick,
Thank you guys for having me.
Thank
For
you,
sure.
man.
Signing out. We'll see you soon. Best of luck, champ.
Best of luck.
Thank you guys.
Out of here.
Salute, cover the camera.
Take care. See you.